Hi guys, Ali from kitlocker.com here. We've got a very special guest today, Maz Pacheco. Pacheco?
Pacheco.
Pacheco?
Yeah.
Sheffield accent. So we're just going to do a little bit of an interview. Mayumi goes to the University of Sheffield, which is one of our big customers. So we're just going to have a little bit of a chat about her England career, Doncaster Belles, studying and everything in between, I guess. So Mayumi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am 19, obviously go uni at Sheffield, currently play for Doncaster Belles and I study law.
Cool. Do you prefer to be called Mayumi or Maz?
Maz.
Maz. Maz from now on. How did you get into football?
So I've got two older brothers, so it kind of got forced into it a bit.
Yeah.
But I was watching them always at Sunday League and I kind of started kicking a ball about on the sidelines and pretty like enjoyed it. So my mum brought me to a boys Sunday League team and then that's when I started playing.
Cool. So the next question that I did have was, how easy is it for girls to get into grassroots football, or did you start out in a boys team?
I started out in a boys team. I only got picked up with the girls when I was about 13, which is, at the time, it was the FA limit of girls playing with boys, so I had to move. But I think nowadays it's much easier for girls to find a team with all girls rather than playing with boys, but I think it's kind of, they've got to enjoy where they're at, so whether that's with boys or girls, but it's much easier today.
Yeah. Perfect. So what was that transition like from playing with boys to just girls? Did you find it a little bit easier or was it just as challenging?
I think it was just as challenging. It was kind of, I tried out for Liverpool, like under 15s or under 12s, I can't remember what it was, but they turned around and said no. So then that's when I had to go back and play for a girls' team, and it was kind of, I had to spend another year at grassroots, but I knew I wanted to be at an academy at Liverpool at the time. So, and then I trialled again the next year, and they finally said yes.
Quality. Which leads me on to my next question, which is, you moved from Liverpool ladies to Doncaster. What was the reasoning behind doing that?
I think the big reasoning was game time. I was playing at Liverpool, but I weren't playing as much as I would like to. I got used to playing 90 minutes, and as soon as that decreased, then that's when I knew I wanted to play the full game.
Yeah, perfect. I bumped into you at the England kit launch in London. What is it like being involved in the England setup?
It's unreal, really. It's what you dream about. But being at the kit launch, it was loads of fun. With all the paps, as you say, and all that fun stuff.
Quality. So you were surrounded by a lot of cameras, a lot of Premier League footballers and that kind of thing. What was were you quite overawed by that, or was it just you've got used to it a little bit now?
No, it was a bit I was stood there and I was like, oh my God, Henderson, Chambo. I was a bit I'm with actual professional footballers, and it weren't just the men, it was the women as well, so the first teamers, because they are where I want to be and kind of the players who I want to be playing with, so it was taking in the moment and taking that experience and making it fuel my desire for where I want to be.
Yeah, so it was quite aspirational being there?
Yeah, of course.
So what's your aspirations in football, to get to that level?
I think, it's definitely breaking into the England senior team, and then I think playing at a top level of football, top flight football, and I think Champions League is a big thing for me. I'd love to be playing in that.
Yeah, cool. Who's the best women's team in Europe right now? There's a couple in Germany, isn't there?
Yeah, you could name quite a lot.
Yeah.
Leon,
PSG as well.
Yeah, PSG, Leon's up there, Man City, Chelsea up there as well.
Which we'll get onto Chelsea shortly.
Yeah.
Not too long though, with the result.
Yeah, not that long, please.
So, women's football, there's been a lot more media coverage, increasing women's participation in the game, and then obviously Phil Neville got appointed coach of England. What's your thoughts on it as a sport for women at the moment? I
think the big arguments was whether he had managerial experience, but I think he'll put his own spin on the team, and he's had experience, he's got experience as a player, and that's really all you need.
Yeah.
He knows how to play football, he's played at the highest level. So I think it'll be good for the women, it'll be good for them to experience him and get all of his techniques and learn off him as a player as well. So I think the media coverage helps. It gets us out there worldwide, but I think it's
All
going
positive?
on. Yeah, all
Good,
positive.
good. And he hired Casey Stoner, didn't he? Do you think that'll be a big difference as well?
Yeah, I think a player coach will help the girls like press on, push on to winning gold in a World Cup and stuff like that. But Casey's got a lot of experience, and you can see that when she plays, and especially when she talks to you. So
Yeah.
I think the girls will appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it'll be really positive, won't it? So, what advice would you give to a girl that wants to get into football?
I think the biggest thing is enjoyment. I think that's when they learn the most, and that's when they learn like the love of the game and the passion. So if a girl come up to me and was like, I want to play football, I was like, right, find a team, get all your mates to come with you, is what I'd say.
Yeah, perfect. Strength in numbers.
Yeah, strength in numbers.
Just moved away from football a little bit. Obviously, we're a Sheffield-based company, and you're studying at University of Sheffield, which you're doing law. Why did you choose law?
I get that a lot. Why did I choose law and play football? But
Bit of a mix, isn't it?
Big mix. But I think, I don't know, I've always had a secret love for law. Even growing up for a young age, I'd always like put Law and Order on.
Yeah.
Like, bit
old. The TV then.
Yeah, a bit old before my time. But I've just always enjoyed stuff like that, and I thought I might as well learn something that I enjoy.
Yeah, cool. Great answer. Is law something you're looking to do after football or alongside football? Or
I think if I could get it alongside football, that would be ace. But I think after football, I think that's when my law would, spiral on, I hope.
Yeah.
But see how it goes.
Good, good. Would you combine the two, football and law, so whether it be like agency work or FIFA or any like governing bodies or county football association?
I think if I get the opportunity, I wouldn't turn it down. I'd grab it with both hands. So I'd have to see whether that's the path that I take or another opportunity comes along.
Yeah, good. This next question is very long, so forgive me for looking at the screen. Do you think that in football, especially for like women and like younger players that don't make it at a Premier League level where they're earning like £100,000, is enough being done to almost like help them if football doesn't work out the way that they anticipate?
Yeah, like a backup plan.
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
much. I think it's slowly getting there, but experience for me is like the emphasis on education. So that is the backup plan, making sure you go for education and making sure you've got your own backup plan, sort of. But I think more help could be done, but it's slowly getting there. I think the FA start to realise this with like links to unis and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Do you think that people are more aware of it now, that it might not work out how they might think? Yeah,
I think with the way the women's football game's going, that is definitely on the cards.
Yeah, cool. So this year, you've had a bit of a cut run with Donny Belles.
Yeah.
What was your favourite moment of it?
Favourite moment, I think, was first of all getting through the rounds, pretty much winning the games that we have been and making sure we're top of the league on top of that. But I think best moment is probably playing against Chelsea. You're playing a WSL one side, so it's a big challenge.
Yeah, which leads me on to my next question, which is playing against Chelsea, Frank Kirby, and players of that calibre.
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was an experience. I mean, I got played out of position, so from left back to centre mid. It's a big change, but it's an experience that I need to learn and grow from. I'm playing against players like you said, Frank Kirby, but also Ji So Young. If you've heard of her,
she scored the first goal.
Yeah, she plays for Japan. She's an unreal player, but those are the types of players that I want to be 1v1 with. I want to be able to beat and make sure like they don't make an impact in the game. So test myself. Quality,
very, very good. For those that are unaware that are like watching this, whether it's come through like a different media outlet or whatever, Maz goes to the University of Sheffield and do play at Sheffield Hallam, which is another university in the city, in varsity games, which is around April. I think.
April.
So the women's team will be playing of University of Sheffield will be playing Hallam at Hillsborough, which is Sheffield Wednesday Stadium. That is in April, right?
Yeah. April.
Who's going to win? And are you going to play? It's a big question.
I think I've got to put my bets on Uni of Sheffield, and of course I'm going to play.
Yeah. At left back or number 10?
Oh, Don't know, we'll have to see
Yeah.
where the gaffer puts me.
Fair enough, fair enough. And final question, studying in Sheffield, we're a Sheffield company. Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh,
Be careful how you answer this.
I'm a Red, so it's got to be United.
Right, we can end it there.